JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, $100,000 reward being offered for return of missing Kingston man. A reward of $100,000 is being offered for the safe return of 24-year-old Tajay Hilton, who has been missing since Wednesday, June 29. He is of a dark complexion, medium build, and is about 5 feet 6 inches tall. The police say Hilton was last seen at his home on Sorgani Drive in Kingston around 1 p.m. His mode of dress at the time he went missing is unknown. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Tajay Hilton is asked to contact the Rockforth Police at 876-922-2941, Police 119 emergency number, or Crime Stop at 311. Illegal gun seized in St. Andrew, man arrested. The police are reporting the siege of an illegal gun on Dunmore Close in St. Andrew and the arrest of a man. His identity has been withheld pending further investigation. The police report that about 8:48 on Wednesday night, a team was in the area when they saw a man whose actions arose their suspicions. They say he was accosted, searched, and a 9mm Taurus pistol with a magazine containing 9mm rounds of ammunition found in his possession. He was subsequently taken into custody. Taxi operator fatally shot while waiting on spouse. Police are investigating the death of a taxi operator who was shot dead Tuesday evening on Mullines Road in St. Andrew as he was picking up his girlfriend. Preliminary reports are that the taxi man was in the Valentine Gardens area waiting on his spouse when he was pounced on by unknown assailants and fatally shot. His body was discovered slumped over a steering wheel by a team of police officers. Cops hospitalized following St. Elizabeth crash. 2 policemen have been hospitalized following a crash in Black River, St. Elizabeth on Thursday morning. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police, Superintendent Dwight Daly, told the local municipality this afternoon that one of the officers is in critical condition. According to reports, the officers, who are both constables, were traveling to work sometime Tuesday morning when the private motor vehicle they were in crashed on Central Road in Black River. It is unclear if the motor car was the only vehicle involved in the crash. A police source said the constable, who is in critical condition, has been transferred to the Mandeville Regional Hospital. NCB employee arrested in multi-million-dollar fraud. Assistant Commissioner of Police Anthony McLaughlin has confirmed that a senior National Commercial Bank employee was arrested by the police fraud squad on Wednesday over an alleged multi-million-dollar racket uncovered this week. The man was nabbed in St. Andrew, but McLaughlin said he could not give additional details because he had just received a report on the matter. Dane Nicholson, NCB's Manager of Special Investigations in his Fraud Prevention Unit, declined to comment on the matter. Last May, a former NCB Senior Manager Andrea Gordon, who admitted to swindling $34 million from the financial institution, was sentenced to a total of 7 years and 6 months in prison. Councilor says she has been cleared of defrauding CMU. Kim Brown-Lawrence, Councilor for the Brownstown Division, says the Integrity Commission has cleared her of fraud and corruption charges in relation to the Caribbean Maritime University CMU scandal. Brown-Lawrence made the disclosure at the monthly sitting of the St. Ann Municipal Corporation meeting on Thursday. "I want it to be known that I was cleared yesterday by the Integrity Commission," she said. The councillor was arrested and charged in October 2019 during an early morning raid of her house. It had been alleged that Brown-Lawrence received and used CMU funds to fix roads in her constituency. Also charged were CMU President Professor Fritz Pinnock, former Education Minister Royal Reid, Reid's wife Sharon, and their daughter Sharelle. Boy charged for 2021 murder in St. Mary. 27-year-old Sadway Borry, otherwise called Boy, of Islington, St. Mary, has been charged with the shooting death of 56-year-old Randy Thompson of Friendship District in the parish on Thursday, May 5, 2021. Reports from the Islington police are that about 4:50 p.m., Thompson was standing on the roadway when the accused, Borry, alighted from a Toyota Axle motor car and opened gunfire, hitting him several times in the upper body. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Thompson was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. An investigation was launched, and Borry, who was listed as wanted by the St. Mary Police in January 2022, was charged for murder, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition on Tuesday, July 12, after he turned himself into the police. July 31 funeral for a family of 5 killed in Clarendon. The funeral for the 5 family members who were found with their throats slashed at their house in Cockapease, Clarendon, will be held on July 31 at the Stewart Hall Auditorium at Clarendon College. 31-year-old Kimisha Wright and her 4 children, Kimanda Smith 15, Charlie Smith 12, Rafaela Smith 5, and 23-month-old Kishawn Henry Jr. were discovered in their house in the New Road community on June 21. The killings sparked a massive national outrage. Deputy Superintendent of Police Owen Brown gave an update on the arrangements and reported the Clarendon Interagency Network, a group of state agencies, on Wednesday. He said the grave digging will take place on July 20. It is something that we're taking very seriously. We expect that there's going to be a huge crowd, but we'll be out in our numbers to at least ensure that things run smoothly, Brown said. The wake is scheduled for July 29. The government said it would assist with the funeral expenses. The victim's cousin, 23-year-old Roisin Barnett, is charged with the murders. The state is seeking the death penalty. Uncustomed goods seized in Portmore operation, 12 arrested. Some 12 people were taken into custody today by the Portmore police in St. Catherine in connection with the seizure of cases of uncustomed cigarettes. The operation, which was conducted this morning in the communities of Waterford, Reggae Park and Westchester, also netted uncustomed mosquito coils and 10 pounds of ganja. According to a police source, several businesses have been hit by counterfeit goods such as cigarettes, mosquito coils and alcoholic beverages. Head of the operations portfolio for the St. Catherine South Police Division, Superintendent Upton Nicholson, said the police are committed to cracking down on illicit activities. The operation forms part of the drive against crime as small offences graduate to major offences, so we will continue to monitor and minimize antisocial activities, Nicholson said. He said those taken into custody will be processed. Man who killed, buried girlfriend in moment of passion gets life. A 25-year-old man who stabbed his girlfriend to death in 2017 and buried her in concrete in their bedroom in what he claimed was a moment of passion was Wednesday sentenced to life in prison. He had confessed to the murder. Ailey Russell of Pee Wee Lane in St. James, who had fled to the United States after committing the gruesome act, will serve 24 years in prison before being eligible for parole. The sentence was handed down by Justice Courtney Day in the Westmoreland Home Circuit Court. The decomposing body of the victim, 24-year-old Nadian Dyer, was found with multiple stab wounds at Rennie Grill, Westmoreland House on June 7, 2017. 2 months after she and her 3-year-old daughter went missing, the child has not been found. Before the sentence was passed, Russell apologized to Dyer's family while professing his love for the young woman. It was only in a moment of passion. Every day I searching for Nadian. Me love Nadia. Miss her. Think about her every day. It was in a moment of passion. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, he said. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions issued a statement Wednesday outlining the facts of the case. Dyer, who was involved in an intimate relationship with Russell, moved into his one-room Westmoreland house in 2016 with her daughter. On April 17, 2017, the couple was overheard quarreling. The following day, a strong disinfectant odor was noticed emanating from the couple's bedroom. Dyer was never seen alive after the quarrel. However, Russell was seen on April 23 leaving the premises with a knapsack and later informed a relative that he was in New York. Dyer's mother was concerned about her whereabouts, visited the police station on numerous occasions, and on June 5 went to her home with the assistance of the police. But on their arrival, they observed that the door was padlocked with a long chain with weights. Police officers who managed to unlock the door went inside and saw construction buckets on the floor, as well as a section of the room where cement had been mixed. A bloodstained mattress was also observed leaning on the wall, and when it was moved, officers found a rectangular-shaped structure made of 6 inches of block and cement. The officers left, and 2 days later, when they returned, brought down the structure and removed the naked body, which was wrapped in a plastic bag. The body at the time was unable to be identified owing to the advanced state of decomposition, but had stab wounds to the abdomen and right arm. Following a post-mortem, the body was confirmed to be Dyer's. Russell, by then, was in the U.S., but he was later deported on July 29, 2021, after he was convicted and sentenced for armed robbery. He was subsequently charged for Dyer's murder. DPP Paula Llewellyn said there was no evidence on the file implicating the man in the possible disappearance of the child. There was only a statement from a third recounting what the deceased mother of the child allegedly told her. The woman reportedly indicated that she handed over her daughter to a relative at a bus park. The third party is reportedly a female relative of the convicted murderer, who had made inquiries of the child she said she last saw in December 2016 and heard in January 2017. There was no other material on the file linking the accused, Llewellyn said. The DPP said her office asked the police whether there was any investigation about the child. The police indicated there was none, as an official missing report was not filed by the mother of the child before she died, the DPP said. And in sports news, world champ Tajay Gill races against time. Defending men's long jump champion Tajay Gill is in a race against time to be fit for the event, which will be held on Friday's opening day of the 18th World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. Gill, who reactivated a knee injury while at the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association National Championships at the National Stadium last month, looked uncomfortable as he participated in a short practice session at Lane Community College, just outside of Eugene on Wednesday. Paul Francis, a member of the Jamaica coaching staff and also of Gill's club MVP, admitted the situation was out of their control and they had to wait and see how the athlete responded to treatment. Tajay is actively involved in rehabilitation right now, he said. We're hoping he'll be able to go on Friday, but we don't know that right here and now. Francis said the decision if Gill will line up or not would be made as soon as they know. We just have to wait and see, he said. Under the watchful eyes of coach Stephen Francis on Wednesday, Gill took less than a handful of jumps and grimaced each time he landed before heading off to the massage tables. Gill fell badly in the long jump competition at the Jamaica National Championships in June, jarring his right knee. He stayed in the long jump for a few minutes before limping off, and Francis was later quoted as saying he has suffered a bruised knee. Another doctorate for Bolt. World 100 and 200 meter record holder Usain Bolt has been awarded an honorary doctorate by Brunel University in London. Speaking from Jamaica, Bolt thanked the university for his award. I want to thank Brunel University for this honorary degree. I really appreciate it, he said. The many-time Olympic and world champion also offered some words of encouragement to the graduates gathered at Brunel's Indoor Athletics Center in Oxbridge. I want to say to the graduates, hard work does pay off. Just remember that the road won't be easy. There will be ups and downs and you will fail, Bolt said. But always remember, learn from your failure and try again. Never give up on your dream, because as a young man, I never knew I would be this great. Always work hard, dedicate yourself, and remember, anything is possible. Don't think limits. Reggae Girls turn to Olympic qualification. After qualifying for their second successive FIFA Women's World Cup on Monday, Jamaica's Reggae Girls will go for another piece of history when they face Olympic gold medalist Canada in the CONCACAF Women's Championship semi-final today in Mexico at 9 p.m. for a place at the Olympic Games, as well as a place in their first ever regional championship final. Jamaica defeated 84-0 to secure one of the 4 CONCACAF slots at the global showpiece in Australia and New Zealand next year. However, only the 2 finalists will represent the region at the Olympics, and Donaldson said they'll be giving everything to achieve the objective and create more history. We want to play some good stuff and leave it all on the field, Donaldson said at a pre-match press conference. Canada are the Olympic champions, so we have the Olympic and world champions in the tournament still to battle. But we are here with them at this point, and that is good. We are still playing for something, and we want to give everything on the field and walk away saying that we gave it our all, he said. In their 2 international meetings, Canada battered their Caribbean opponents 9-0 and 2 years ago enjoyed a comfortable 2-0 result. Donaldson is expecting the Olympic champions to come at his charges, but said the Reggae Girls were prepared to fend off the strength of the Canada attack. Wright gets US visa, leaves for the world champs on Friday morning. National discussed through Chad Wright has now secured his United States visa and will depart the island on Friday morning to present Jamaica at the 18th World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. The 31-year-old athlete confirmed this development in an interview on Thursday afternoon. Wright had experienced visa issues on his first appointment on July 6, but was successful with his reapplication on Thursday. The men's discus qualification at the World Championships is set for Sunday's 3rd day of competition. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.